Today, members of the Belize Energy Workers Union threatened to proceed with industrial action after they saw management has not been listening to their concerns. Reporter Hippolyta Novello stopped by and filed this report.
Will the country experience a series of more rolling blackouts tomorrow? Will the ordinary Belizean be forced to do their job without any electricity? Anything can happen, says President Marvin Mora. Members of the union have decided to strike tomorrow to show their discontent on how the management of the Belize Electricity Limited has been responding to the negotiating process. Apparently, BEL has been playing hardball in regards to the union's request for a salary increase across the board. It was during a meeting last night in Belmopan with Labour Minister Godwin Hulls that Mora decided that the union was not having it anymore.
Last night we worked all the way to like almost 10 o'clock at Belmopan in his office to try and figure out what we're going to get, if anything. But BEL still holds on to their position. In essence, there are certain increases to the cost of manpower that have to happen regardless of whether we have an agreement or not. And in essence, BEL is saying that their proposals are within those numbers. So real and truly, they are not giving us anything extra. It's just what is the status quo. Our membership suggested a strike tomorrow, and it is over 50% of the union countrywide who has accepted that, that proposition. So unless we don't get any resolution to our situation, then the union will have to effectuate that strike tomorrow.
The union is made up of about 150 members, and about 80% are all for striking. But what about those who are on the fence?
Right now, we have received confirmation from over 80% of the union, and that means that because of how the unions operate, we are also expecting everybody else to comply. It's either they stand with the union or they stand against the union. They stand with management.
The service that the union members provide is considered as an essential service, but Mora says they have the right to strike.
Chapter 297 of the Laws of Belize puts the entire responsibility on the shoulders of the minister once he has intervened. He has already intervened, and we are almost at the end of the process, and we have not seen any movement on behalf of BEL. So obviously, the union now is well within its rights to effectuate that strike. We are talking about the two major services that BEL provide. One is the transmission and distribution, and the other one is the customer service. And so far we have received very much support from both of those areas, which means that those two areas will see little or no service.
So should we expect blackouts tomorrow?
I wouldn't believe so, but it is something that may eventually happen because it is the very same people that will go on strike if it does happen that are the people who will put back the light if the light goes, no? So that's basically what we're making reference to. The union members have told us in no uncertain language that they are prepared to stay as long as it takes for their proposals to be agreed on.
BEL issued a release today responding to the union's threat to strike. In the release, BEL assures the public that it has activated its plan to alleviate any possible impact of a strike. BEL asserts that it has effectively and efficiently responded to illegal strike actions in 2 occasions that were reportedly staged by the union. It says, quote, in both instances, service to customers was not interrupted. BEL will endeavor to maintain quality service despite the threats issued by the BEW, end of quote. The Belize Energy Workers Union is calling for the intervention of Prime Minister Dean Barrow. Reporting for Love News, Hippolyta Novello.
We understand that at the request of the Belize Energy Workers Union and prior to the suggestion of industrial action, Prime Minister Dean Barrow had agreed to meet with union representatives to look at the outstanding matters. That meeting took place earlier this evening, and reports to us are that both parties were able to reach an understanding on all outstanding matters. Now it is for the union and officials from the Ministry of Labour to confirm in writing the points of agreement. BEL senior management were also a part of the meeting. All indications are that the month-long negotiations between BEL and its union workers have been resolved after the intervention by the Prime Minister, and any risk of industrial action has been avoided.